driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully chat works today. We will see. See if Restream and Facebook will get along. We will see. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Feels like Sunday though, doesn't it? Weird. Even though every day is pretty much the same for me. It feels like a Sunday. It feels like one. Good to have you, Michelle. Good to see you. I still don't think chat is working. I apologize. It just shows that somebody's here. So I may be wrong. Today we're going to be talking about, how you treat others. We're going to be talking a little bit probably about humility. Okay. This is the stuff that I watch. How you treat others. What's your reaction to things? Yeah, so chat is not working. God, so stupid. See if we can force it. Nope. Okay. I apologize. Hey, Chris, good to have you. I'm watching chat in the other place. So if you chat something and I don't say something right away, give me a little bit. As long as it's in the Dion one, but Dion Miller, which you are both in. So God sets it up to, God's still got my back one way or another. Because Lord knows Restream and Facebook does not. So we have 3 people on my page right now. So just a heads up, chat is not working. You can put chat in. You guys will be able to see each other and things like that. I, on the other hand, will not. So, but you should be able to see each other's stuff. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. Sometimes I feel like the world's working against me. Not today, though. Not really. If you're here, please say hello, whether watching the live or the rewatch. I was saying that because of the chat. So, just cracking a little joke. Gary is the 3rd person here. So, good to have you, Gary. Kind of figured it was because it's Monday, day off. So, I'm going to see my grandkids for the first time in almost 2 years today. I'm glad they're running a little late because I wanted to do this first and I didn't get up early enough. So I knew she'd be running late. She always runs late. She's like the latest Virgo I've ever met in my life. So I'm happy about that. It could be hard to ruin my day. So, but let's, there's nothing worse than a fake ass motherfucker. There isn't. Okay. My brain found a place to start. Okay. I was just waiting. It comes around usually. All right. People with humility in their lives. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put it a different way. It doesn't matter. You can eat the best way that you can. You can do all these different things. You can be spiritual, you can be healthy, but if you're lying, it all gets negated. Your body will negate all that. It will do you no good. Body is weird. Body is weird. If you lie, your body will physically feel the effects. Yes, it will. Guilt, shame. These things are very, very powerful emotions. These things lead to resentment for us, especially shame, because we don't want to feel the shame. So what we do is we push that out and we push it towards somebody else. When really, is shame dealt with? It's best to talk about it, get it off your chest. You know what? I did something wrong and it wasn't cool. And, it's what I'm going through, with my daughter. We're each admitting what we did wrong. And yesterday, I felt like we finally got to a point where that was enough. Because she wants to admit what she does wrong because it feels good. It gets her off her chest and gets her close to her dad, which it does. Okay. But at some point, the healing needs to start. Okay. Yes, I did this. Okay. Well, I don't blame you. There is no blame here. And that's what we got to yesterday and saying, we don't blame each other. What we do is we look for the solution. Did it happen? Yes. Will we talk about it? Sure. But we're not going to sit on it. There's no point sitting on it. Let's get to the solution so we can all move on. So we can move on. Okay. And that's honesty. That's not lying. When we lie about who we are, your intuition just goes fucking crazy, man. It's like we put the good part of ourselves in this cage, and that person sits there and screams and yells to be let out. I know you know what I'm talking about. It's that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. But I believe that how you treat other people is a direct reflection of how you feel about yourself, no matter what it is. That includes being excited about your grandkids coming over. See, as excitement, I can take that and I can convert it to you, right? See, that's usually what I'm doing here. We're just passing emotions back and forth. See, we're pretty close, even though it feels like it's far away. We're actually only a couple feet away. So when I come on here and I have excitement and I have hope and joy, that transfers over to you. Okay. When I come on here and I'm having a harder time, that kind of transfers over to you, doesn't it? And what you do with that is what you do with it. But there's always this transference of something. It can't be helped. Okay. We humans interact with a lot more when we're in person, and we could be sitting there saying nothing and be saying everything in the world just by the way we sit. Right? Don't talk to me. That's what this means, doesn't it? Usually. A lot of boomers sit like this, I notice. They act approachable, but this person doesn't want to be approached. Okay? So sometimes you might be sitting with somebody like this. I'm going to teach you a counseling trick. This is counseling 101. And so you're talking with somebody, they don't really want to talk. They got their arms crossed. And what you're going to do after a little while, what you're going to do is you're going to cross your arms too. It's called mimic. It's mimicking. It's a form of empathy. Right? Intentional empathy. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross your arms too. You're going to copy them. See, people are lemmings. And what they're doing is they're looking for direction. If people are talking, usually we're looking for direction. We're trying to figure out what's going on in life. Sure we are. It's always some kind of dilemma in our head. What's this life all about? Why am I here? What the fuck am I supposed to be doing with all this, right? So you're going to be talking to this person, and what you're going to do is slowly, you're just going to undo your arms, and you're going to put them in what's called a basket. Okay? Now, a basket means wide open. You watch. Eventually, they'll do this. And they'll lean forward. Do it. Watch. A lot of times it works. What have you done? You just now opened this person up. Now you can work with this person a little bit more, can't you? Do you mind if I ask you some questions? You don't have to. You're not required to. I'm just wondering. Yeah, it's cool. All right. They're kind of personal. All right, cool. Thanks. Ask permission. I always ask permission. My granddaughters, I have one granddaughter. She's not a hugger. So I ask, can I have a hug? She usually says no. I don't get mad. She's trying to fuck with me. It ain't gonna work. She's just trying to get my attention. It ain't gonna work. Grandpa doesn't do passive aggressive behavior. She's just trying to have fun with me. We have a very different relationship. A very different relationship. How you treat your neighbors matters. I don't care if they're jerks to you or not. See, how you react when someone is mean to you is what I'm watching. That's what I'm watching. Because I'm going to get the real person. And if you aren't angry in the beginning, then there's something fucking wrong with you. I'm angry, you bet. What I do with that anger is going to matter. So I hope you get angry. Because I want to see what you're going to do with it. I know that sounds weird, huh? But anger is an everyday emotion. So is happiness. Okay? I'm a hope dealer more than I am anything else. And I'm not causing anything. I'm just watching. Because it's going to tell me. Why do I need to know this stuff? Because I need to rely on other people. Even though they fail me, I rely on other people. You bet. You bet. Is there an anticipation that it will not get done, that it will fail? Absolutely. That's where trust comes into place. Like, I trusted the fact that there's no way my daughter was going to be here at 11. I knew that yesterday. So I planned for it. Okay. Now, why do I need to do that? Because I'm a Virgo, and if you don't show up on time, I get mad. What's that going to serve me here? Right? See, these are the things that change in us. Okay? See, I'm more excited about seeing the kids than I am what time it is. I don't care. As long as it doesn't interfere with my 3 o'clock meeting. Priorities. If they're here at 3 o'clock, I will go to my meeting. They need to see that Grandpa is serious about what he does. And I'm excited because now I get to show my daughter and I get to show my grandkids who I am. Because they don't know me like this. They know me as the mean, drunk dad. Okay? I know I've been sober for 8 years, but we all have our stuff, right? She needed some time. I get it. I get it. As a Virgo, as somebody who's been hurt, I understand why she did the whole fuck you, I'm never talking to you again thing for a while. I've been there. I went through that with my parents also. And so I just continued being there. But, I feel like there's a reading in all of this. Holy crap, a chat worked. I guess only Ingrid's allowed to chat. Okay, she's on the Daily Trudge, so, okay. They said, hi, Ingrid, it's good, happy, yay. Yeah, no worries at all. This is a weird week. Like I was saying, it feels like Sunday. It feels like Sunday. I'm gonna grab this. I'm just gonna open it. I just feel like there's some kind of reading. That's all I'm getting. Life is not a dead end. 12 by 12, 106, 107. But I'm just going to read it out of here. When a man or a woman has a spiritual awakening, the most important meaning of it is that he has now become able to do, feel, and believe which he could not do before on his unaided strength and resources alone. He or she has been granted a gift which amounts to a new state of conscious and being, which goes right with what we're talking about. How you treat others matters in that. What's the key to treating others right? Stop lying. That's it. That's the big key. That's why honesty is our first principle. Okay? So, but what are we going to be in the beginning? We're going to be as honest as we can. We got to give that to people. Why? Because alcoholics are liars. We're manipulators. We're natural born liars. We're born that way. So we have to learn how to be. Let me rephrase that. I had to learn how to not lie. That's what I had to do. Okay? And it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be because I've been lying to myself for so long. This is where honesty comes in. Ask other people that may have been around. Hey, did this happen? It did? Okay. I can be honest about that then. No, Dion, that never happened. Okay, thank you. I had to do that a lot. My wife was a huge help, okay, in the beginning, because I found out that I made a bunch of crap up. It just didn't exist. It was literally all in here. No, Dion, that didn't happen. No. It was actually a relief. It was actually a relief. See, in my mind, I had actually done all these things and never had. I can't think of any examples right now, but I remember going through that in therapy. Mind is a tricky motherfucker. Tricky motherfucker. My granddaughter has come over. We always have a dance party. There's got to be a dance party. All my speakers are blown. I don't have any way to play music. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I'll go turn on the fucking car stereo if I have to. Okay. Can't tell I'm kind of excited. I'll get excited about much. But this one is, I'm gonna fucking cry. That hurt my eyeballs. Just looking, making sure I wasn't missing anything. All right. Sorry. Actually, I am not sorry at all for being happy. He or she has been set on a path which tells him he is really going somewhere. That life is not a dead end. That's what I was afraid of. I'm like, well, at least with alcohol, I got something. I didn't. That was a lie. At least I got something. What? Well, my alcohol. Oh, okay. Meeting the best friend that's constantly stabbing you in the back, ruining your life. Not something to be endured or mastered. Yeah, I had to stop enduring life. Okay, I'll go back. So when I started the Daily Trudge, okay, it wasn't anything. I would come on and I would just talk about, and I did Facebook Live, and I would talk about how my PTSD was that day. That's how this started. This was more of a mental health thing than it was AA. Then, after a while of doing that, one of my friends came along, and this person is still around, and because of this is how I knew that they were a good friend. They said, Dion, you've got to stop being the poster child for PTSD. You've got to stop it now. And I understood exactly what she was saying. I was keeping myself sick by doing it that way. So I stopped enduring it. I accepted it, and I started growing online instead. And here's the result. Now I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm balanced. I'm a lot of things that I didn't think I could ever be again. God, it's good to be wrong. These are the cases where being wrong very much benefited me. In a very real sense, he has been transformed. Yeah, I have. I may look, sound, I don't look the same now. I look a lot better, and I'm sure you do too. But I sound the same. I'm still Dion. It's just now I know who Dion is. I always thought that having to deal with my emotions and doing all this made me a weak fuck compared to other men, but I found something out. I've got a lot of strength. I do. I have a lot of inner spiritual strength, emotional strength. I'm one of the healthiest people that I fucking know that are like me. Okay. No comparison, but for somebody that's diagnosed with some pretty severe things, not on any meds, I'd say I'm doing all right. I'm grateful for that. All right. I feel that the further you've gone down, the more you can help people, but your work's going to be a little more arduous than the others. My work was harder. I'd gone further down. I had created more trauma. A lot of abandonment. A lot from both sides, right? I mean, a lot. Because in a very real sense, he has been transformed because he has laid hold of a source of strength. I swear to God. People are like, you know that. This happens to me all the time. I predict TV shows. I know what they're going to say next. It kind of sucks. Okay. Which he had hereto denied. Okay. I didn't have to go out and find the strength. I denied myself it. I had it the whole time. In fact, all the things that I went through were added to my strength. That's why I have a lot of strength because I've gone through things that required. Okay. Now, as alcoholics, why does it seem all weird and jumbled? Okay. Because when you were growing up, you didn't have the time and the wherewithal to be able to just grow and naturally. No, you were in survival mode most of the time. You were just trying to fucking survive. Your brothers and sisters who are non-alcoholic, they got to just kind of grow up. We did not get that chance. So that's why when we get into the program, we insist that you play. You gotta play. If you don't, gonna kill you. You gotta have fun. If you don't have fun, if you can't reach in there to your inner child and say, hey, let's go to the water park and act like a 12-year-old. Who gives a fuck? As long as you're not hurting anyone and you're making life better, do it. Do it, man. Do what makes you happy. Because when you are happy, when you treat yourself good and you are good to you, you will treat others in kind. Hurt people hurt people. Healed people heal people. I'm adding the line on right now. Healed people heal people. Let's go with that one instead. You can steal it if you want. Just make sure you put, the unoriginal. I'm kidding. It's not original. I don't know. I doubt it does. All right. So we had some chats over here. Chris said, God equals strength. Hallelujah. Yes. God is strength. That's where I get my strength from. Sometimes, like with my wife and I, sometimes I have more strength. So she borrows it from me. Sometimes she has more strength. So I borrow it from her. Well, that's something that we do too. Right? Like there's some days I'm down. So she does we're not all sick on the same day. All right. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to go jump in the shower. So, because my grandkids will be here. Well, she said noon, but she ain't going to be here till like 12:30, 1 o'clock, when she was supposed to leave. Trust me on this one. You got plenty of time. I love you. Peace out and